Hi guys. Oh boy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is in your part of the world. It's Sunday. Again.
Another one of those.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know that a week has gone by.
Not quite as hot as it used to be, but now it's just
it's humid.
moist. Yeah, humid.
Which is even worse. So, yeah. There might be a slight sheen on our faces. It's not pretty, but well, you gotta deal with it. We have a lot of art stuff. In one game. What go?
3, 2, 1, go.
Art.
Lots of art. First art thing.
Puzzle.
Second art thing.
No.
I don't know.
Computer says no. No, for reals. I did a ton of art stuff this week. And the first one was the puzzle. Now, I hope you say yes, but I don't know, because of your workload. Did you see the video? No. His workload is crazy. Currently, it's not pretty. But anyways, so, but you saw the for reals thing. You were up in my studio. You saw the puzzle pieces being put up on the ceiling / wall.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah? The one with the frog.
Yeah.
Yeah?
The green ones.
The green ones, right. Yeah, we had green and yellow.
I've seen those. You asked me if I like them. The grass.
Did
stuff,
I?
The frog one.
Yes, right. You like the grass one.
I actually did. I did not see the video, but I saw the stuff like in real life. Yeah, it's.
Yeah. So
it's
yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah, it's
apparently.
It's Sunday, and yeah. I just did so many things this week that I am quite confused about which of the projects you have seen or not seen. So
what puzzle pieces did you make? First of
15.
all, I already spoiled. It's all green and
yellow. Yes, because it's the other end of the rainbow. I said I would make rainbow colors.
Wouldn't that be gold?
No, we're not in Ireland.
It's the other side.
By the way, yesterday we had summer rain here, and we had beautiful rainbows over the double rainbows, and they were really big, pretty, and they were not like light, and you could see pretty much through them, but they were like painted on the sky. So, anyways, yeah, puzzle piece, rainbow.
So you made a frog.
I made a frog and a cactus and a landscape and clover leaf and a grapefruit, flowers.
And behind the scenes, which one did not make it to the wall?
Godzilla.
What's his name?
Godzilla.
Godzilla. Take that, Americans.
This is how it's said. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't make it because I ruined it, the painting, so I have to try again.
Trampled.
I trampled, no. No, he just didn't turn out
green.
Not even okay. So I didn't put him up on the wall, but I promise I will try again, and probably when I go to the orange part of the painting, I will try Godzilla again. And maybe I give him strings from the arms, like from the oldest movie or something. I don't know yet. Anyways, yeah, that was art piece number 1, and that was actually painted in almost 5 hours. The first layer was done pretty late at night on Monday. And no, not on Monday, last week. I did that end of last week. And the final details were done the day after in the mornings. So it was fairly quick that I had it done.
So what else did you do?
I did a ton of video editing, of course, because it was end of the month of July, so I had to put up my art journal vlog for the month, where I do not talk about the technical stuff or how I do what and all that stuff, but talk about the background, why something means something to me. So what went on those weeks, why is what in the art journal of that week. So
you did
the vlog about that.
Did a lot of talking.
Yes.
Surprise.
Yeah. Then I also filmed the art journal page for last week, the steampunk page. And I'm gonna publish that video on Monday, so tomorrow again. So I gotta edit that, finish that up, because I'm not done yet. I'm like 80% done. But gotta do that stuff later today to have everything uploaded and ready tomorrow. And then of course I already planned like crazy last night, because the new Jenny Belly Journal Workshop monthly challenge is published, and it's actually working perfectly when you just go for the sentiment for this month, because it's the law of attraction. That's the name of the challenge.
So I'm going for
what comes to your head
gravitational forces, the strong force or the weak force, or electromagnetic fields. Which one of those would it
I
be?
had magnetic first, and then I had we have wedding anniversary this month. So biochemical law of attraction, that's something too.
It's probably me on an electrical chair.
Ooh. Oh, that thought. No. No, so I think like months before I only had one journal page done for the challenge, and then just did my stuff. But I think
another free suggestion. You could make, as a gravitational example, you could say my husband's puns are so bad he has 3 clowns orbiting around him.
No.
They could
maybe
they could orbit around in little clown cars. If that
no. Oh, don't. I have already 3 pictures and I need 4. So the last week of August, I don't have a topic yet. I do have them, however, for all of the other weeks. So that's what happened in my brain yesterday. Because I was thinking. So it's the first time ever that I do have the challenge theme for more than one page during a month. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be August. Then I also produced
clowns balancing a seal on their nose, and the seal itself is balancing a little ball on its
Maybe
nose.
you should make an art journal, babe.
So it's clown car, clown, seal on top of clown nose with balls of seal nose, and all those.
You make an art journal. Make one. You can come upstairs. Just go through my supplies. Do it. I beg you, do it. Gosh. Anyways, so that's what went on so far. Well, these are like the main things. I also finished 2 more projects that I'm gonna publish in the next 2 weeks, like on the Fridays. One of them is another Palettendreckbild that's finished, and the other one is more of a crafting thing, again with the wood burning. Finally, that project will be published next Friday. So that was that, and then I also prepared the July stuff that I'm going to sell or put up for sale. I prepared all the infos that I'm gonna put for the pictures on Etsy. So I just gotta take high-res photos and upload everything and add it to the Etsy store. My store. Yeah. So I guess I also made like a card, like a foldable card, because it's end of the month. It was time to just do another of the letters for my cousin that is in the book, the letter journal thing. So made that. And I guess that's, well, like I said, a ton of video editing. I've been sitting in my studio, like, pretty much, I maybe painted 4 hours on average every day, on certain various whatever projects, but all of the rest, like another 10 hours a day, I was sitting just in front of my computer editing. A lot of stuff. And I was writing. I did write again for my novel. I wrote a new scene. So that's coming along too.
Anything else you might have forgotten?
I'm thinking.
I don't remember anything that you might have said or done.
No, me neither.
Yeah, there's
That's a nice thing to say. I don't remember anything you might have said. Thanks, husband. I love you too.
Who are you and what are you doing in my house?
Yeah, right. No, it was a crazy week, I have to say. A really crazy week. It's just, it felt like almost cramped. There was so many things to do and so little time to do it, or it was just, everything took so much longer because of the heat. We had another heat wave again, and the last couple of days it was not funny. You couldn't live without an AC, and you get so tired and slow, and I don't know. So it's just like blood pressure is almost non-existent. So yay, that was fun.
Yeah, it's mostly just being tired now.
Yeah, it's tired.
Yeah, sorry that we are not as entertaining as we used to be. Even the puns are tired now. So.
I think you did well with the clowns. No, and the seals and the balls.
Yeah, actually, that was a solid suggestion, but obviously it came over as a pun.
You should make guys, let me know if you want him to make an art journal page in my art journal.
I don't think they want that, because I don't have time for that anyway. I don't even have time for painting my stuff that I want to paint.
But you have time to play.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily meaning that I have the creative energy to do the stuff.
That's like a legit excuse.
That's not an excuse.
No, I mean,
just the
if somebody watches this that is not an artist,
a valid reason. It's not. There's nothing like that being a good excuse. It's a valid reason.
It's an excuse.
And as you made the segue to the gaming section,
We didn't have gaming week with friends this week because people are on vacation and again working. But we did play our usual, I don't know, 1 or 2 rounds of Quirkle or Love Letter, or yesterday it was lots of Water Deep as well. So the 2 of us played a lot.
Deep waters were lauded. Lauding is a verb.
I know.
It's from League of Legends or any other MOBA.
Yeah, so boring. So
Good at something.
I know. No, but I was just like, yeah, if I want to hear or read that sentence, I just go to your Facebook. Why are you reading your Facebook post
But
to
they
me? But maybe they watch.
All 3?
World is watching.
Oh, I don't think so.
No. So anyways, we played yesterday for quite a couple of hours actually, because in between the games I did dye a couple of shirts after the first one turned out like that. It was really good, the red one. We found a couple of other shirts, or I just ruined another shirt that I can't get the spill out of. So what you gotta do, so I gotta dye it way darker. And he has a shirt and I have 2 shirts that had to be recolored. So I did that in between the games yesterday, and since they take 1 hour per piece just soaking, you gotta play in between, right? There's no other way to spend that time.
Also
I'm sure
a valid way to give a time estimate. It's like, you wanna put that shirt into the hot water for approximately
2 rounds of Water Deep.
Yeah. 3/4 of Water Deep, and then add some Quirkle on top of that.
Yeah, that's actually that's a good estimate. No, so we played a lot of games that we already talked about. So we just played one other game that we did not mention in the vlog yet.
Yeah,
so it's time, and I don't even know if it's available in other parts of the world.
I'm pretty sure it's from
never seen it.
Ravensburger, which is, I think, publishing worldwide. The guys with the blue logo in the corner.
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah. The game is called Verflixt, which is not written correctly if this is your German course. Usually Verflixt is not written with 2x, which explains why.
And this is the Ravensburger logo, by the way. Oh, did I cover your friend? Oh,
and while you're at this is what the game looks like if it's on the table, and I'm trying to avoid the background. Okay, so this is pretty much what it looks like. Although you can imagine each of these little plates can be randomized, and what you do is essentially you set those up. You have 3 pimples. 3 meeples to move around, and what you do, you roll a die, and then you move that many fields forward with one of your 3 meeples.
Sorry, I'm trying not to.
Pumple.
Rumpel.
So you move your little guys.
Technical term.
You move your little guys around, and typically, what happens is. If you are the last one to stand on a field and move away from it, you pick up that field. And as you might have seen, there are some red fields that score your negative points, and then there's green fields that score your positive points, and then there's let's call them neutral fields, which allow you to turn one for each neutral field that you have. You can turn one negative field into a positive.
And always with the highest value.
Well, you wouldn't do anything. Wouldn't want to do anything.
They're not neutral. They're like the lucky pieces.
And that's not really. I don't think people can really see that because it's. Can you see the dog? No. See the dog? No. No dog. There's a
He's
dog
downstairs.
There's a dog in a little package.
Yeah, they by the way, they have very funny pictures on them.
Yeah. So
like comic sketches. So
this is what the negative points look like. So you can see the -8, and what you probably cannot see or only rarely see, which is difficult to see, is the little dog with a cute cocktail on his nose. We're trying to get it. And then there's the green ones, which also has some funny. So these are the green ones, and each of them has a different picture, and they're all really nice to look at. So,
yep. And it's a funny little game.
And it says age recommendation 8 to 99.
So when you're 100, you can't play it anymore.
Which sounds pretty good. It's surprisingly it's 2 to 6 players. So you can have the entire family play that. It in fact reminds me a little bit. So the strategic thinking you're doing.
That wasn't me. That was the box.
I would compare this more closely to backgammon than any other game.
Yeah.
So what you end up doing is you're moving, and then you're thinking about, okay, how are my chances on landing on that field? Do I want to try to keep some of my meeples back and don't move them to be able to then pick up anything that anybody else has done?
Yeah.
And you have to move something every time. There's some...
Which can be very frustrating.
There's some rule variations, and we play with at least one of them, which is typically if you roll a 1, you may even go backwards one field, which just makes it a little bit more interesting.
Well, the other thing is that we randomize the plates, so that's another variation.
But I would consider that the setup that's given in the manual, that's just for a training session. I can't imagine that this game would be much fun if you're always playing with the same board layout.
I agree. The thing that actually makes it fun is that you don't know if you roll well and how the plates are going to be laid out on the board or on the table. That's actually the fun thing. And yesterday when we played it, in general, it's actually pretty good to roll lower numbers, just because you have more chances then to hit the good fields. So I'm very good at rolling 5s and 6s. I'm champion on that. So while he was in the first third of the row of the plates, I was with one of my meeples. I was already in the over the finish line, and I got like 2 plates, so I didn't have a chance, pretty much. And not because he was playing really mean, just because I was unable to roll anything below a 5. So that is kind of fun for a while, but it becomes frustrating after a while when you played more than once in a row, and it always happens to you that you just roll shitty, and why would you? So
I think there's way more luck involved in Verflixt than in backgammon would be. For me, I really like backgammon because it's a very good balance between. It looks like luck, but there's actually a lot of strategy, it's a lot of. On average, having a good strategy will, in the long run, win you the most games. That's what sort of backgammon is about, and that's the feeling I'm getting from Verflixt. But with the point that you only have 1 die to roll, and you don't combine 2 die rolls to move or do stuff like that. There is actually a similar mechanic in there as in backgammon to bank a field, which they have little wooden pieces that are called guardians, that are at the beginning of the game placed on the, I think, 2 highest green ones, and on every of these neutral fields, of the luck fields.
And by the way, just to cut in, the numbers on the green field only go to 8, but on the red fields, the minus fields, they go to 10. Yeah. So, and there's more. There's only one of each number in the greens, but 2 of each on the reds.
Except the 10, I think.
Except the 10, correct.
So, but to win, what you want to do, you want to score the high green ones, and also you want to score the really high red ones, and then potentially get some of the neutral fields to convert them into green ones. So, literally, if you have the red 9, the red 10, the green 9, and the green 8,
there's no green
the green
9
8 and the green 7, you're almost unstoppable from whatever someone else has done. So that is sort of the decision you have to make. Do I want to move forward and be the first to get the chance to get onto a field? Do I want to stay back and hope that someone else rolls bad and just have more meeples in the back and have more attempts at getting the high fields? And don't forget, you only get the field if you leave it as the last standing piece on that field. And as I said, with the banking mechanic, the guardians count as another meeple on that field. So if you move a guardian on a red field and then you move your meeple behind that and continue going on, you don't have to take the field because there's still a guardian standing on the field. Yeah. And you may only move guardians away if one of your meeple is on the same field.
Yeah, and I actually want to. We only played the game just the two of us, so I wonder what the golden number of players is with that game, and I'm pretty sure it's 4 again. So I think that the frustration that I, for example, had last night will vanish when you have more than 2 players, just because it randomizes the the one person is unstoppable to for the win. I think that doesn't even come up as quickly, or you can dissolve the points just by not playing for yourself, but just playing against another person that is really high with points already. Yeah. So I don't think that will ever work with only 2.
I think playing with 2, it will be more strategic than playing with more players. Yeah. I guess 3 is the limit where you still can
strategize.
I don't want to say where you still can keep track, because it's not a complicated game, it's not a difficult game, but for me at least it is. If I'm playing, there's a certain amount of information where I just don't start paying attention anymore, because that is in fact detrimental to playing the game. It's starting, you get into this paralysis analysis kind of area where you start, yes, you can think about that and you can keep all that in mind, but suddenly you're moving so slowly and everybody else is getting annoyed, and that really takes out the fun for me in the game. So I would say 3 is on the borderline, and 4 it will probably be the point where I don't care what anybody else is doing in the grand scheme of things, but I will sort of make a decision for me at the beginning of the game and try to run with it. And that decision might be, okay, I'm trying to get it ahead as fast as I can to score the green ones that are there for the taking, while the others behind me try to figure out who's taking the real high point value places,
plates.
Plates. Or I can stay back and then let everybody rush out and pick up the pieces that they weren't able to get. Again, with 4 people, probably way more interesting.
Yeah, we gotta play that with with your parents at one point.
I'd be interested if you're playing this with 6.
It's going to be chicken run.
No, it's going to be really difficult to pick up
get any
plates.
Yeah.
Huh, that's.
Gotta play that.
We'll
so, anyways, that's pretty much what we played so far this week. We got finally the Shattered Timeline expansion of Sentinels of the Multiverse arrived. So we gotta try that probably either tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Give it a try, maybe after dinner. Just a quick round and yeah.
I almost, with Sentinels, I feel almost a little bit bad playing the villains we haven't played yet before playing it in the group. That strangely feels to me as similar to reading a FAQ or a cheat guide on a video game, which is
totally.
It's like
ridiculous.
No, you're going in there and it's like yes, it's as if you're playing an MMO or something like that, and everybody's going in and doesn't know the encounter, but you were the only one who sort of worked ahead and tried to figure out how the encounter works and starts telling everybody what they gotta do. And that sort of is a little bit of a spoiler, and I enjoy it a bit more if the entire group is going in and then suddenly realizing, oh my god, what we've been doing it all wrong. While we were trying to deal with this or that, he's charging up this real heavy attack, and then we all go under in a
blaze of glory.
Yes.
But honey, we gotta be the test players. We have to, in order to be a good host for a gaming group.
You don't want to lose. That's what.
That too, but I don't want to wait to play the game. That's the more important thing here.
We can play that.
Yay!
And typically we don't play every villain through, so there's still some surprises. But that game, there's a specific new feeling for villains that you haven't played yet again. And it almost is, I don't want to say it's half the game, but there's a very strong appeal to having that in a group and the first time fighting against a villain or the first time playing a character. Although first time playing a character, you can replicate that by you yourself playing that character the first time. It isn't, if someone else played a character,
I'm sorry. Coffee.
Yeah. If someone else played that character, and I'm sorry that this is entirely taking over Sentinels of the Multiverse talk again, but it's very, very
Are you surprised
at the moment?
Are you really surprised?
No, I'm not. But it's really popular for what we are doing on the weekends, and I think it sort of took the place of Lords of Waterdeep. I guess Lords of Waterdeep was the other game that had that prime.
Yeah,
position.
that's true, but you can only play it so much before it gets old. And now with the expansion of Lords of Waterdeep, it plays different when you're more than 2 players, because we never occupy all of the spaces, just the 2 of us. So for us, it's either too simple, or it's still the feeling, we played that like to death. And there's so many other games that we don't play enough. There's one on the board that we never played, and you promised me we're going to play it very soon with the group, and we have to test play it before even...
you mean Spartacus?
One mechanic will not work out as well, just with the 2 players, but... we've had that game on the shelf for almost a year now.
Yeah, we have quite a lot of games on there for a year now that we haven't played. We haven't even played Quantum with the group, and we got.
No, I mean I'm not talking about the group. I'm talking even just the both of us.
Yeah, true. But
haven't played that.
But we haven't played even Blue Dragon in
a year.
2 of us for it's a lot of games, and sometimes you go for the stuff you know, but occasionally at least try to make an effort to throw in the stuff that either everybody else hasn't played yet, or that we even haven't played yet, just to find out if it's good. And so to say, I don't think we have any bad game on our shelf. They are all really good in one way or another. Some some are more popular with everybody, some are less popular. I really, for example, I also really enjoy playing Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
But that sort of requires us to be 5 players to make it interesting. Then again, that all again reaches for me a point where I'm almost close to saying, I don't care, let's play it with 4 just to play it.
Yes, again. Please, because we haven't played it in forever.
And you're watching the season.
Yeah, I'm on the last DVD of season 2. I'm so good. I've never been a TV person. I wasn't allowed to watch a lot of TV when I lived with my parents, and afterwards I never owned a TV. So I just didn't watch, except for Star Trek. Did watch that when I was a kid, because my parents said I was allowed to watch one thing a day. And my brother and we had to decide about what we wanted to watch, because it was not one thing for him and another thing for me. No. We had to share TV time. So we chose on Star Trek. So there was no time for anything else. And later on I never watched it, so now...
I was about to say Battlestar Galactica aired way later than...
Yeah, I know, but I was never interested in watching a lot of TV, like classic TV. I'm more for, I want to watch a movie on a DVD. I hate advertisements. I hate it.
We're both
I can't stand
binge watchers when it comes to season. So one that I'm sort of scared of getting into, or I tried to get into when it aired first, was Lost, and I know that I think it's on Prime.
It's on Prime.
But there's some series that I know that are probably good, but I still haven't watched. And just for you, one of our friends is a very big fan of Battlestar Galactica. Actually, he's the guy who
got us into the game.
Lent us the
DVD
DVDs and got us into the game. I've got to tell you, Battlestar Galactica. It's nice, but it's no Babylon.
Oh, they are like 2 little kids saying my cupcake is way better than yours.
Babylon
but they just do it with...
Babylon 5 might not look as good, but it has the way more interesting characters. I really like Babylon.
Yeah, well, what I was about to say is that it's one of the things why I'm also very tired is because I've been watching almost 2 seasons last week. I started with season 1 first episode. I had watched the movie that came out before on Battlestar Galactica. I saw that, but then for weeks I didn't watch anything. And then I started season 1, and now I have 2 episodes left of season 2. And it's not even 7 days ago. So now you know why I'm that tired. And I can't watch the season, by the way, while I edit, because I really have to concentrate on my editing stuff. So it's not I can watch it beside some other things. No, I really sit there and watch it and don't do anything else. Maybe I do some jigsaw or some Sudoku, but that's that.
So it really helps that
it's
you're
so
now,
addictive.
That you're now
bad.
also started watching X-Files.
Yeah. Oh, I never watched X-Files on TV. So they just uploaded it on Amazon Prime. It's available now, so I'm watching it. Same as Bones. It's on my watch list, and I'm just... But these are the seasons that I can watch in bed before I go to sleep. If I'm through all my YouTube subscriptions, which I can watch while I do something different. So like it's pretty much all day. Now, like cooking, for example. I don't mind. Or doing the laundry. I always have my iPad with me.
And again, sorry for going on a tangent, but I guess we're
done.
We're through.
We're through. We are so through, honey.
So goodbye and see you next time.
Next week. Next week.
Next time.
Next week.
Next time.
Next.
Always
week.
be ambiguous.
No.
See you next time.
Tell your viewers.
Tune in again next time.
Tell your viewers what they can exactly expect from your channel.
Maybe we're here.
Maybe not.
Probably.
Yep. So let me just see if we're actually really here next week, because I have to check the calendar. It's August. Yeah. We're definitely there, because if it would have been the other day, I would have said it's not gonna happen. But it's... And you don't know what I'm talking about. I don't care. So, anyways, toodaloo with the gummishoe. Take good care.
Bye.
We're gonna see you next week.